Welcome back. Here's a quick look at what's moving today. The market feels quiet and steady overall. The main US stock index stayed almost completely flat. Oil gained about 1%, and gold dropped around 1.5%. Nvidia's revenue doubled on continued AI demand, which tends to support global stocks. Meanwhile, friction between the US Treasury and the Fed creates rate market tension. Today's standout stock was Lumentum Holdings, with shares finishing the day up 6%. Looking at the sector map today, industrials picked up the strongest momentum, gaining just over 1%, while healthcare turned out to be the weakest group, dropping about 1%. Across the broader market, declines slightly outnumbered gains, with 6 out of the 11 sectors finishing the session in the red. Three of the 7 tech giants finished higher today. Nvidia was the biggest mover, down about 2%. Core inflation rose about 3% year over year, matching expectations. CIBR was the top gainer, up over 1%. The S&P 500 didn't move much, as industrials rose and healthcare fell 1%. Nvidia was the busiest today with about 145 million shares traded. Intel was next, finishing up less than 1%. Overall, 6 of the 10 busiest stocks closed lower. Salesforce beat estimates today, while Intuit beat expectations yesterday. Dell Technologies results are still to come next week, and T-Mobile US goes ex-dividend later this week. 5-year US Treasury yields sit at 4.38%, the 10-year rose 2 basis points to 4.66%, and the 30-year reached 5.19%. That left the long-term Treasury fund down about 0.25% as yields crept up slightly across all maturities. The US dollar index rose slightly today. Meanwhile, both the New Zealand dollar and the Swiss franc weakened by about 0.5% against the dollar. Looking at international markets, Asian markets were mixed overnight, while European markets also closed mixed. The biggest move outside the US came from Taiwan's market, which rose about 1%. Oil rose about 1% today, while wheat surged about 6%. That fit a broader trend across the market, with agriculture and energy moving higher, while precious metals drifted lower. Bitcoin held around $79,000, while Ripple dropped about 6% and Marathon Digital fell about 5% as crypto stocks slipped, led by miners. With core inflation around 3%, folks are watching bond yields for clues on rate cuts this autumn. Oil crossing $84 could spark price worries. The model's watch list is currently holding 3 positions after its stop-loss rule closed 2 names earlier this month. That wraps up today's briefing. We track the markets so your day starts clearer.